For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Allen off the play fake. Throw left side complete. It's Briggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man ran. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This is Breida. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Allen's throw is complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, first and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Breda, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Makes the score Shamrock 7. Dreadnoughts 0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Play action. They'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. You'll get nothing. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 87 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run with Breda.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breda. And some room to run now. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Allen on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. These two teams all tied after 1. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Able to knock that one away.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, The thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up second down.
35-yard line.
Now Dobbins.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
The field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
22.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Incomplete on the deep ball. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd and 4. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done. Even touchdown!
Matt Breida, he scored on the ground and through the air.
And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's going to run again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Returnable for Grant. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown!
the first half is winding down. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 25. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Play fake. He'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a rifle. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
First down, Dreadnoughts.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. Big play there. 84 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now it's Breida. Good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And it's intercepted.
that penalty wipe out the INT?
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Matt Breida saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From the 6. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now a throw here to his running back. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
He can run for it, and he will. He gets the ball. It's going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. For a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
midfield. Here's Allen. That'll be complete to Breida. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Allen going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw, it's Allen. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. That is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Breida. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they fake the handoff. Now, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Miles Jack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. They'll run. It's Dobbins. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It's a foot race. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
49.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL.
Thank you.